This was my old office. Ooh. So I decided to give it a facelift with paint and lighting, which included building my own light. In this video, I'll show you how I built this fixture for pretty cheap. Alrighty, we're building a light fixture for my office renovation. If you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. It's pretty amazing. But for this light fixture, you can see here, it's gonna be pretty simple. We got the base, an arm that hangs out, and then the light will hang down here. I saw this on Amazon and just wanted to recreate it by myself. So I got some oak, and then I'm gonna use some scrap wood for the base. The scrap wood I'm using is about 3/4 inch, and it's about 4 inches wide. So I cut it down to fit the oak a little bit better with about 1/2 inch on each side. The oak arm is 6 inches and the base is about 9.5. Now I'm cutting a channel in the base, and this is where the wire is going to sit. So it's going to go through the arm and then behind the base and then down into the wall, and of course plug it in. Now you can make this channel with the router or with a circle saw like I do. Either way, be careful. I then take 120 sandpaper and give it a little sand. This is cracked pepper, the same that I used on my office wall. I start off using a paintbrush here, but I definitely recommend using a roller so that the texture of the paint is smooth and not rough. I didn't record the part of me drilling holes in the back of this, but I drilled 2 holes for the hangers, and then I just screwed the arm in through the back of the base. Now for the electrical part to this, I used color cord items, and this is the metallic keyed socket. It was rather simple to install this. The wire I'm using is also from Color Cord, and by the way, this is not sponsored by them. I just like their products. I used a 3-wired with the black rope on the outside. I don't actually need each of these wires, I just need 2 of them. So I just take the black and the white and I connect it to the keyed socket on the correct positive and negative terminals. Now before you string your wire through, tape the ends if you have thread on them so they're not frayed and it doesn't mess up and it doesn't look bad whenever you connect everything. See, that looks much better. And then next up I take the plug. This is a 2 connector plug, and do the same thing. Make sure you tape the end of the threads. And then you connect it basically the same way, positive, negative. Actually, this one doesn't have positive and negative, so just connect it the way that you want. For this light fixture, I drilled a hole in the oak arm, and then I forgot to put it through before I strung up the keyed socket. So I'm redoing that here, stringing it through, and then I got it. So with everything stringed up, then it was time to put it on the wall. I used 2 small nails and just fixed it on there. Then you'll see me wrapping the wire around the oak arm and then through the base. I did undo one of these wraps because I thought it just looked better. You can choose how many ever wraps that you want to do depending on your style. Now for the fun part, I'm using a Go V light outlet so that I can control the light from my phone, just turning it on and off. Go V has some pretty cool products, check them out, and no, it's not sponsored by them. And with that, the build is done. So that about wraps up this build. This DIY light was pretty fun to make and pretty quick. I didn't spend much time on it at all. And by the way, this isn't sponsored by Color Cord, but you can sponsor me if you want to. Let me know. If you are curious, this is a 65 lumen light bulb. I do have a video on how to create a good space with ambient lighting and which light bulbs you should get, so check that out. And if you want to see more DIY light fixture builds like this, check out our dining room build. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see y'all out there in the next video. See you there.